All right, guys, today we're working on handstands. We're gonna get the shoulders warmed up first, do a little wrist prep, and then we're gonna get stuck straight into it. These workouts are gonna be a little bit shorter than previous weeks. So we're gonna first start with just a little bit of wrist prep. We're gonna jump down to the ground, knees on the ground, hands out in front of you. Remember, when we're doing handstands, index finger is facing forward. So we'll do the same thing as we place our hands on the ground. We're going to make sure our fingers are nice and widespread, and we're placing this knuckle down onto the ground. So that index finger knuckle. Get in close there, Jenny. Get in close. Right there. So we're not coming up like this. We're not rocking onto our fingers or back here. We're pressing this down here. Let's practice that. So we're pushing down, and then we're going to do some little circles, locking the elbows out, extending at the elbows. So nice straight arms with this handstand. It's a straight arm strength movement. Back the other way. A few more circles. And same thing, we're just going to turn the hands over. Again, a few circles in this position. You should feel it stretching through those forearms. Mine are quite tight at the moment. So it's nice to stretch them out before we get over into those handstand positions. All right, first knuckle raises. We're going to keep our fingers on the ground and come up, lifting our thumb first, keeping our shoulders stacked over the top of our wrists. So just like this, we don't want to rock backwards and forwards to use momentum. We want to go from here and use the strength that's in our hands and our fingers to press ourselves up. So we go from here, push, back down. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last one. We're going to flip the hands over. And then from here, we're just going to just lean back. Almost try to feel like you can sit on your heels, like we're rocking backwards like this, getting a good stretch through those wrists. All right, before we do the shoulder stretch, we're just going to move the wrists around, give them something a little soft. Roller coasters, milkshakes.
Is this Team C Kids?
Yeah, Team C Kids. What flavor milkshake? All right, now we're gonna go into shoulder stretch. Place our hands out. We're gonna come up onto our fingertips just like this. We're going to walk back so our hips are over the top of our knees. We don't want to sit back or forward too far, so just here. And then we're going to see if we can tuck our pelvis underneath, just like we would in the handstand, so we're not sticking our butt out. We're gonna tuck it underneath, and we're gonna pull our shoulders down, or our chest down into the ground. You should feel it stretching all the way through the lats and in the shoulders, opening them up. Hold this position for 20 seconds. Keeping that pelvis tucked under. Again, it's not like this, it's like this. It locks the spine in, so we're stretching just through the shoulders.
10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, for another 20 seconds, we're going to allow the butt to stick out, and we're going to drop our chest down into the ground, making sure we're keeping elevation of the scap, so pushing away from the ground, and keeping those arms still locked out.
10 more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, all right.
That looks nice. I'm a bit jealous that I'm holding the camera.
Okay, move into some more prep work. We're going to look at the hollow body position, and we're also going to do some scap push-ups. Get that scapula moving. We're going to do 15 reps of hollow body rocks and scap push-ups. So you can choose the variation. You can be on your knees, or you can be in the full position. You choose. I'll do the first round on my knees just to show you. So from here we move from protraction into retraction. Protraction, retraction. Remember that week we did a minute of this in the full position? A minute was too much. It was crazy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, hollow body rocks. So easiest position for the hollow body would be here, and you could just rock like this. So keeping that lower back on the ground, making sure you're staying tight through the core. To make it harder, we could actually put our legs out like this, rocking. Hardest version would be here. So we're rocking in this position. So I'm gonna start. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
Nice and tight. See this
6,
shape? Keep that.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice
Straight
work,
in,
guys.
back into our scat push-ups. I'm gonna do the hardest variation now. Tuck the pelvis under, nice and tight through here as well. Don't let that pelvis sag down into the ground. Hips stay up. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work, guys.
Last round of the
Hollow
whole body
body
rocks. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I'm gonna change it.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice work, guys.
All right, core switched on, scapula's nice and warm. For this, we're just gonna be doing 3 rounds of handstands. Each one of them is gonna be a minute per round, and I'll get Jenny to time us. And we're gonna have a little rest in pancake and do some hip flexor lifts in between. It's gonna really help with the press to handstand and straddle handstands as well. So I'm gonna work over here. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of different options. Option number 1 is to work on straight body line, chest to wall. So I'll show you that one. You can either walk up or cartwheel into it. So you're getting here. Do you want to talk, Jen?
Yep, so for the straight line, you want to walk in as close as you can to the wall. It doesn't matter if you're not this close. What we're thinking about doing is elevating the scap.
Even here's good.
But wherever you are, elevating the scap, so pushing the ground away. You should have nice straight arms, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the glutes and squeezing the legs together. If you are closer to the wall like Rod is, what you don't want to do is lean on the wall like this. See how his thighs are now on the wall? We don't want to do that. If you're this close to the wall, the only things that might be touching are your nose and your toes. Maybe your boobies if you've got big ones.
You come off a little bit further, and then you keep your shoulders stacked, hips stacked, and you're working on your toe pulls, either one at a time, or if you're a bit more advanced, you can work on taking both legs off, holding, and if you need to come back to the wall, come back to the wall. But I want to see if you guys can stay 3 rounds for 1 minute. So if you do fall back down, try to avoid it if you can. If you do fall down, jump straight back up, because that timer is going to keep running, and we want to do a minute. And then we're going to work on some pancake pulses in between.
All right.
Are we ready?
Is Rod ready?
Yep. Ready to time?
Yep.
Here we go, guys. So find your wall, and we're going to get upside down.
3, 2, 1. So climbing the wall, elevating the scap, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the glutes. If your handstand is stable like Rod's is, you can also work on playing with your freestanding handstand. So you can see he's just using the wall. Every now and then he might touch it and then come back into freestanding. You've got 25 seconds to go, guys. You're doing great. Really concentrating on elevating the scap, squeezing the glutes and keeping the tailbone tucked under. You've got 15 seconds to go, nearly there. Still squeezing everything. 10 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, guys. Come on down. I hope you made it the 1 minute, but if not, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
All right, straight down into a straddle position, and we're going to be working on pancake. So if you do have something that you can put in front of you, I don't have anything right here, but you're just going to imagine you're nudging it forward. We're going to do this 10 times, and we're going to hold in that end range for 10 seconds, and then we're going to bring our hands back into this position here, and we're going to lift both of our legs up, and we're going to do 10 lifts with a 10-second hold. It might feel like crampy through here, through the quads and the hip flexors. Try to push through it. All right, we ready?
Ready.
Okay, so just pulsing forward. Here we go. So maybe yoga block in front of you is good. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold out as far as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the chest down, bring the hands back, and then we're gonna press up, protract, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then hold for 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, so tough.
All right, we've got round 2 on the wall, guys.
Yeah, straight into it. Maybe one big breath. All right, I'm ready.
All right, everyone, climbing that wall.
Remember, you can walk up to the wall like this. Time is on, is it?
Timer is on. And remember the cues, so elevating the scapula or pushing the ground away. Squeeze your fingers into the ground, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes. Point the toes, squeeze the legs tight together. Breathing. You will need to breathe while you're in handstand. Whoa, you nearly lost it. Keep that scapula elevated. Keep you nice and stable. Got 25 seconds to go, guys. Keep elevating the scapula. We've got 15 seconds to go. Tuck the tailbone under, squeeze everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Round 2. Take a seat for your pancake.
Here we go. Such a good rest.
Pancake? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Feeling a bit tight today. All right, back in and lift for 1, 2, 3. Trying to keep legs straight.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got one more round to go, guys.
This is good. This nice little handstand workout. Solid. Not too much rest. 3 minutes worth. Doesn't seem like a lot, but the shoulders are a fairly small muscle group, so they get fatigued quite easy. All right, are we ready? This is the last one.
Everybody ready? Get your wall, get your floor.
All good?
3, 2, 1. Everybody up.
I'll show you the toe pulls.
Whoop. And he's down. And if you fall down, it doesn't matter. Jump back up. You've got 25 seconds to go, guys. Thinking about still elevating the scapula, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing the core, squeeze the fingers into the ground, squeeze the legs together. You've got 10 seconds to go, guys. You're nearly there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Round 3. Last round.
Here we go. And
last
get in
pancake.
your pancake position. I didn't mention this before, but if you feel like you can't hip hinge and you're kind of like this and you feel like your pelvis is kind of tucked under, you can sit up on something. So some cushions or some yoga blocks, just to elevate. It'll help with this hip hinge motion, which is going to help with the pancake. Okay, until you can sit on the floor. 10 reps.
10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip flexor lifts.
Try and keep it straight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow.
Ooh. All right, we're done. If you felt like you're a bit crampy through the hip flexors, what you could do is a nice little lunge stretch, maybe even reaching back, grabbing the foot. Couch stretch is always good, just to stretch that out. If you do have a spare few minutes now, you could work on your kick-ups to handstand, so just spend a couple of minutes on that. If not, just have a break, have a stretch, nice and passive, and relax. Thanks for joining us.